here. Complete the following. Supplements of angles whose measure 80 degree is angle its measure is what? Supplements its meaning is sum of two angles equal 180. Okay, we have this angle, measure of it was 80 degree. Then the measure of this angle will be 180 subtracted by 80. It will be 100 degree because there are supplementary angles. Then sum of them equal 180. Then we can find the measure of this angle by 180 subtracted by 80 equal 100. Question number 2. In the corresponding figure, we have the bigger figure here, and he won't find. He give us is the example length of square 19. Okay, I will draw it here. We have triangle and the base of it here up, drawing up to the rectangle, and we have here square, and you want to find the parameter about this figure. Okay, you want to find the parameter in the rectangle. He give us the parameter of rectangle is equal to the parameter of the square equals the parameter of equilateral. There are equal in parameter. Okay, we can put L and L here and L and here W, and here we can write this part equals this part equals this part. We haven't the length. Okay, he give us this length about the base was 9 centimeter. Then it will be 9 centimeter and it will be 9 centimeter, and this part will be 9 centimeter again. And if the side length of square is 9 centimeters, then the width of the rectangle equal what? You want to find the width of rectangle equal what? It's 9 and 9 and 9, and we have equilateral triangle. He give us triangle, right angle triangle, and here he give us this width was x. Again, the parameter of rectangle is equal to parameter 2. He give us the parameter of rectangle equal parameter of what? Of equilateral. Okay, the parameter of rectangle will be x plus L product by 2. It's parameter of what? Of rectangle. Okay, he tell us this information. Look at here again. The parameter of rectangle. Look at here. The parameter of what? Parameter of rectangle equal the parameter of the square equals the parameter of triangle. There are equality in parameter. The parameter of rectangle here it will be 2 product by x plus L. It's the parameter of rectangle equal parameter of equilateral triangle. It will be 3L. The parameter of this triangle equilateral it will be 3L equals the parameter of what? Parameter of rectangle is equal parameter of equal and equal parameter of square. It will be 4 times 9. The parameter of square will be 4 times 9. It will be 36. He won't find the width. It's very easy now. Okay, very easy because length here it will be equality. You can find the value of L here. Again, he give us in this example the parameter of equilateral equal parameter of rectangle equal parameter of square. Then the parameter of rectangle it will be 2 product length plus width, and width here x, and parameter about equilateral 3L, and parameter by square 4 times 9 36. Then we can find the value of L here. It will be what? 3L. It will be 36. Then the value of L is 36 divided by 3. It will be 12. Then L will be 12 centimeter. Okay, the length here was 12 centimeter. And then you can find x. Then 2 product by x plus L was equal what? Equal 36. You can put L equal 12 here because we found the length of triangle equal 12 centimeter. Then we can divide it by 2 here. Then x plus L equal 36 divided by 2. It will be 18. And then put x plus what? Length here was 12. Well, 18. Then L will be 12 minus 18 minus 12. It will be 6 centimeter. Then the width here will be 6 centimeter, and the length was 12 centimeter about rectangle and equilateral triangle. Understood steps? Then the length or x here, it will be what? Then x will be equal 6 centimeters. The value of x will be 6 centimeters. Okay, next example. Number 3. If the straight line intersects two parallel straight lines, then each alternate angles are equal in measure. We have two straight lines with parallel. We call this angle we call that alternate angle. Then they are equal in measure. Write this word in question number 3, equal. Question number 4. If triangle ABC congruent to triangle XYZ, and perimeter of this triangle, ABC was equal 30 centimeter, and he gave us XY was equal 10 centimeter, and XZ was equal 8 centimeter. You want to find the length of BC. Then, and another triangle X and Y and Z, they are congruent. A length of XY 10 centimeter, okay, and XZ 8 centimeter. He give us the parameter about this triangle. The parameter equal sum of all sides here was 30. Then ZY will be equal 30 subtract by 8 plus 10, 18 subtract from 30, it will be 12 centimeter. Then CB will be equal ZY because they are congruent. Right, 12. Okay. Next question. Number 2, choose the correct answer. The sum of the curvative angles around the point equal space. The measure of straight line will be what? Sum of curvative angles 360. And the measure of straight line will be 180. Then 360 equal twice 180. Write twice or double. Okay. Choose letter B. Write this word double. Letter B. Because 360 twice 180. Choose letter B. How double? This word here, double, okay? Question number 2. If two complementary angles that are equal in measure, then the measure of each one equal what? Complementary angle, meaning sum of them equal 90 degree. Complementary angle. That are equal in measure, then the measure of each one, it will be 45. Okay, 45 degree. 90 divided by 2, it will be 45 because complementary angle, meaning sum of them equal 90 degree. Question number 3. We have triangle ABC congruent this triangle X, Y, and Z, and measure of angle A plus measure of angle B equal 80 degree. Then measure of angle Z. Measure of angle Z will be equal measure of angle C. We can find C from this triangle. This triangle, the sum of interior angles equal 180, and they give us sum of angle A and B 80 degree. Then the third triangle, the third angle here, and this triangle here, it will be 100. It will be obtuse angle. If we draw this triangle here, and this angle plus this angle A plus B was 80 degree, then the measure of this angle here C equal 180 subtract the sum of two interior angles, it will be 80, then the result will be 100 degree. Okay, choose 100 because they are congruent. Question number 5. The perimeter of square equal 20 centimeters in its area will be what? He give us the perimeter of square was equal 20 centimeters. Then side length here, it will be perimeter divided by 4. This side will be 20 divided by 4. It will be 5 centimeters. Then side length here, it will be 5 centimeters. And then you can find the area Then I'm going to find the area by product side by itself, or side power 2 square root of length 5 power 2, it will be 25 square centimeters area of square. Next example, in the opposite figure, we have here the straight line parallel to another straight line, and draw it exactly this figure here opposite, and we have obtuse angle. Okay, it's obtuse angle here, and it's obvious they are alternate angle because it's parallel to the base. This angle was 120, and then we draw side length here parallel to the base, B and A, D, C, M, H. Okay, it was 50 degree. Okay, he won't find the measure of angle ABC by show the steps. Okay, first step, such that CD, the ray CD was parallel to MH, and CM, straight line CM, cut of them. Then measure of angle M will be equal measure of angle C equal 120 degree. We called it alternate angles. Then measure of angle here DCP, this angle, it will be 120 subtract by 50, because the measure of angle C was equal 50 degree. We can find the difference between 120 and 50 will be 70 degree. Okay, it was 70 degree. And then such that PA was parallel to CD and straight line BC cut of them. Then measure of angle B plus measure of angle BCD, sum of them, two angles here are equal 180. We called it this angle and this angle in the same direction about parallel, and intersection of them, the sum of them equal 180. We call this supplementary angles. Then measure of angle B, it will be 180 subtract by this angle was 70. Okay, then the result will be 110 degrees. This angle will be 110 degrees. Next example, here we have two triangles here are congruent. You want to find the measure of angle ADC. Okay, we have first triangle, we have the common side between them here. They are congruent. Okay, this side equals this side, a length and 120 degrees, this angle C and B and A, they are congruent, and this side equals this side. We have a triangle ADC, congruent triangle ADB. He gives us this information. They are congruent to triangle. Mention condition for, okay, he won't find the mention to the condition. It's the third condition. Okay, third condition. Why? Because we have three sides in the first triangle equal three sides. Okay, it's third condition. Why? Because EB equal EC and DB was equal DC, and ED is a common side between them. Then two triangles are congruent. Okay, and then we can find measure of angle ADC. This angle here, we can find this angle equal measure of angle ADB, and then we have cumulative angles at the point D. Then the measure of this angle 1 and 2 and 3 equal 360. There are commutative angles such that, okay, measure of angle ADB plus measure of angle ADC plus measure of angle CDB equals 360 degree. Then measure of angle ADC equal measure of angle, okay, ADC equal ADB equal 360 subtract by angle here was 120, okay, 120, and the result we will divide it by 2. 360 subtract by 120, it will be 240, divided by 2, it will be 120 degree. Then the measure of each one of them equal 120. Understood? Next example. Next question. We have two straight lines are parallel. Straight lines are here parallel. And this side, and we have this side again. It was 110 degree. And this angle equals this angle. And we have here H and C and M and D, B and E, and we have here O. He gives us this angle was 110, and you want to find the measure of angle BHC. He want to find the angle BHC, these angles. Okay, we can find this angle how? We have two straight lines was parallel, such that OA parallel to MD and BC, straight line BC, transfer of them. Then measure of angle BCM will be equal measure of angle ABC. They are equal in measure. We call that alternate angle. It will be equal what? 110 degree. Okay, then this angle will be 110, such that HC was the ray bisect angle C. Then measure of angle give us this information. HC, the ray here bisect this angle into equal measure. Then the measure of angle BCH will be equal measure of angle HCM. They are equal in the measure, and each one of them equal 110 divided by 2, it will be 55 degrees. This angle will be 55. He won't find measure of this angle. Then we have here alternate angle, and write again such that OA was parallel to MD and HC, cut of them or transfer of them. Then we called it cut of them or transfer. Okay, then measure of angle H, this angle H, will be equal measure of angle C, this angle here, equal 55 degree. We called it alternate angle. Then this measure of this angle, it will be 55 degree. Then if you find this example in your exam, you must going to what? Find this angle first. 110 equal 110 alternate angles, and then we have 110 divided by 2 to 55, and here 55, and we have alternate angles again 55 degree. Okay, you must know the tips about this example. It's very important questions. Okay, next example. We have here straight line, and we have the ray here. This angle was 30 degree, and we have the ray bisect this angle to equality D and B and H and A and C. He won't find measure of angle CAH, such that point A was pointing to straight line AB, this point here. Then we have here straight line. The measure of angle DAB, okay, DAB plus measure of angle DAC, sum of them equal 180 degree. DAC plus measure of angle ACAH equal 180. 1, 2, 3. Three angles here, 180, because we have straight line here. And we have this angle was 30. Okay, such that measure of angle DAB was 30 degrees, then measure of angle DAH equal 180 subtract by 30, it will be 150 degree. Okay. Okay, 150. And then we have the ray AC bisects angle A, bisects this angle, then measure of angle DAC equal measure of angle CAH. Okay, because this ray AC bisects angle A, then each of them equal 150 divided by 2 will be 75 degree. Okay, next example, we have here two triangles. Here we want to prove that two triangles are congruent. Okay, we have this line and this was parallel. Here, okay, we have B and A and D. They are equal. D and C, B, there are equality here. They are equality. It was 5 centimeter. Okay, and 75 degree here. We have two triangles. Mention the condition for two triangles to be congruent. Okay, we have two sides and included angle is the first condition. First condition. Why? Two triangles, triangle DOC and triangle, it's O, okay, it's O, and here D, DOC, and triangle BOA. We have here AO was equal CO and BO was equal AO, and measure of angle AOB equal measure of angle COD. Okay, it vertically opposite angle, vertical opposite angle. Okay, vertically opposite angles, understood? And then they are congruent to triangle. It's the first condition. Okay, and then he want to find what the measure of angle A. Measure of angle A will be equal measure of angle D, or C, sorry, A here will be equal C, it will be 75 degree. Okay, from congruent triangles it will be equal this angle congruent, and the length of AB it was equal CD. AB equal CD equal what? Equal 5 centimeter. Next question, we have here this example here. Look at with me. Look at with me about this example, my students. Okay, last question in the exam here. Okay, this example, we have straight line here, the ray BO, and we have this ray BA, was parallel to CM, and we have DO, and we have a next straight line here. Cut this angle and divided it to parts 50, and we don't know this angle, but we have here 80 degrees. They are parallel, and cut of them OP. He won't find the measure of angle NCP. He won't find NCP, this angle NCP. It's very easy. Okay, why? Because he give us BA parallel to DM, such that BA was parallel to MD, and BO, cut of them, we called it transfer of them. Okay, then measure of angle P plus measure of angle MCP equal 180 degree. Some of them equal 180 degree. We called it supplementary angle. In the same side about direction, we called it supplementary angles. Then the sum of them equal 180. Then measure of angle MCP, it's N. Okay, it's N. Oh, we have N here again. Okay, okay. MCB, this angle, it will be 180 subtract by 80. Understood, my students? It will be 100 degrees. This angle will be 100. This angle here, I get the measure of this angle will be 100 degree. Understood? Again, this angle was 80, and this angle MCB was 100 degree. Okay, and we have here this angle was 50 degree. 50. Okay, such that again, complete with me, my students, to know the steps. Okay, complete with me. We get this angle was 100. Okay, angle here 100, and this 50 degree. It will be 50 degree equality. Why? Because we have here vertical opposite angles. We can write such that MD, it was D, okay, MD, straight line, MD cut off of MD cut off OP equal point C here. Then measure of angle about N, we have here N, NCM equal measure of angle HCD. Okay, they are equality. HCD equal 50 degree. And then we can find the measure of this angle. Measure of angle NCP equal 100 subtract by 50, because this angle, the measure of it equal 100. And we find this angle 50 equal 50, vertical opposite angle. We call that vertical opposite angle. Then measure of angle NCP here 100. 100, okay, 100 subtract by 50 to get NCP. 100 subtract by 50 equal 50 degree. Okay, it's the last question about this example. Okay, my students, very easy for you. You must know these tips and pay attention all questions. Okay, bye bye.